Yes, you are welcome. I'm Dr. Paul Uche Wisdom Esegwe, the Purpose Doctor, and I'm here for another important national assignment. And I know that you are going to enjoy this live broadcast because it is going to, educate and inform you and position you to take proper care of your life. Yes, I'm talking about nothing else today, but prevention is better, no cure. You know what is happening in our community right now? People collapse suddenly, suddenly, sudden collapse. People are dying from preventable diseases. We must wake up, we must arise and do what we are supposed to do. So, one more time, I want to welcome you for joining us in today's webinar. And I promise you, you will like what will be given to you today. So, the topic, one more time, is prevention is better, no cure. Prevention is better, no cure. And I will be looking at the following contents. We will look at immunization. We will look at prevention of stroke. We look at prevention of heart attack, even prevention of impotence. We look at preventable cancers. We will also look at prevention of obesity and all forms of um, dietary problems. So I want to start with an introduction of what we are doing today. When we say prevention is better than cure, what are we talking about? Prevention is often neglected in our society, in our nation. I don't know where we inherited that culture, but we must begin to change the narrative. Treatment without prevention is simply unsustainable. Now, the phrase prevention is better than cure is often attributed to the philosopher Desiderius Erasmus since 15 AD. But I want to rephrase it today, and the rephrasing says that prevention is better, no cure. Yes, I say no cure. I want to tell you something that will shock you today. The best of medical practice is prevention. The best you can gain, the best that medical practice offers is prevention. But until this very moment, why don't we focus on prevention? Knowing fully well that there are a lot of things that medicine cannot take care. And a lot of things are unknown, a lot of things cannot be cured. Unfortunately, unfortunately, some of these incurable diseases can be prevented. So why should we have a preventable condition and someone will die of a preventable condition? In Nigeria, people don't come for annual medical checkup. Why? They look at people going to the hospital as sick and they disparage them. No, we must change that culture. Let me tell you, the hospital is not meant for the sick, it's meant for the healthy. The doctors can only take care of you when you come and you are there on time. There are times you come and there is hardly anything the doctor can do. So if you don't come for your annual medical checkup, for something that could be easily dictated on time or prevented, and you don't come for to check up, how will the doctor know? How will the doctor dictate it and prevent it? The hospital is supposed to be a place for the healthy, so the doctor keeps you healthy. Once you are sick, the most likely place that the doctor will pass you is the morgue. So it's the morgue that you should actually be disparaging, not the hospital. Don't disparage people that are coming for checkup to the hospital. So I want to start with the very most important preventive mechanism that is working and works very well, but it is highly criticized. It is highly doubted, and is nothing else but immunization. Immunization remains one successful preventive measures that is resisted either by religion or by suspicion. I don't know why the history of immunization is replete with rejection after people have died in dozens. Even the recent COVID are being threatened. Polio, we know what happened. People rejected and they have died en masse before it was accepted. So the history of immunization must change. The future must change. We must think right. Immunization remains the best practice to save life. Now, let me tell you, we thank the federal government of Nigeria for the immunizable diseases that they have taken care of free for the citizens. But you must know also that there are so many immunizable diseases that are not free, and you can obtain them in big private clinics. So check in to any of these big private clinics and ask for those vaccines like rotavirus vaccine, like hepatitis B for adults, like so many of them, meningitis, yellow fever. They are valuable. If they are not free in your health center, please go to a private clinic and ask for it. You will get it. But I want to major on this immunization on three preventable diseases that is still killing people. The first is cervical cancer vaccine, has been available for over 10 to 15 years, and up till now the awareness is very low. Why should a woman die of cervical cancer when you can easily take a vaccine and prevent it? Now, this vaccine is effective for younger people. So the vaccination starts from the age of 9. So I'll advise every girl out there from the age of 9 to get vaccinated. It works well when you have not been exposed to the organism that cause it. And this this disease is sexually transmitted infection. So if you are sexually active and you have contacted the infection, it will not help you. That is why it should be taken and on time for every girl. I propose that every girl at age 19 should be immunized for cervical cancer in our country. It is working and it's effective. Let's give it a fair trial. I want to comment on COVID-19 vaccine because up till now, doubts have not allowed a lot of people to take it, even medical practitioners. Please, let's have a change of mind. COVID-19 is real. How have you seen deaths in China, US, Germany, and you are still afraid and doubting it is not real? In Nigeria, you can say it's a scam, but please vaccinate yourself. Hepatitis B vaccine is another deadly virus, sexually transmitted. It also have a vaccine. I don't know why many of us have not been immunized, but I want to appreciate the federal government who, for the past 5 to 10 years, has been immunizing our babies. But babies that are older than 10 years, especially if you are a medical practitioner or you are exposed to blood products, please make sure you are vaccinated. So that's what I want to take for vaccines for now. We need to move on to the prevention of other diseases that are of importance, and that is, I'm talking about the prevention of stroke, talk about prevention of heart attack, and talk about the prevention of impotence. I'm taking these three together because they have the same pathology, and that pathology is known as arteriosclerosis. And that means the arteries begin to get thick with years when it is gathering cholesterol from the blood that thickens the arteries. That is arteriosclerosis. So this happens over many years, thickening the arteries until the arteries get clogged. So there is limited blood supply to the brain. That causes stroke. If that happens in the heart, you have a heart attack. And that is exactly what is happening in the penis when the arteries, the veins, the arteries are occluded due to arteriosclerosis, and the thing cannot perform again. So this is also preventable because it occurs over a long time and undetected before it will strike. So why should we continue like this? We must begin to do periodic checks for adults from the age of 40, or if you can start before 40. Check your cholesterol levels, and if it is high, you begin to treat it. You must consult your doctor for this. Also, exercise has been proved to help in the reduction and control of cholesterol. So all adults should form the habit of performing rigorous exercise. But don't embark on this if you are not physically fit. Therefore, you must again go for comprehensive medical check, and if you are very fit, begin to exercise vigorously if you are having these challenges. But for those that don't have a challenge at all and those that are younger, please begin to improve on your exercise. Stop neglecting exercise. It will help you control cholesterol. From 40, please embark on comprehensive annual check and discuss with your doctor on how to control arteriosclerosis, because if need be, your doctor might put you on some drug. And from the age of 50, as it may be, your doctor might recommend a vasoprene for the prevention of these conditions. So, depending on your age, your health condition, please speak with your doctor and begin to prevent these three conditions. Don't wait until they strike you down. They are highly preventable. Technically, you cannot do it by yourself, so you need expert attention. Consult your doctors regularly from age 40. See your doctor and express your concern on control it. And if you are 60 and above, or you have already been diagnosed of this condition, there's hope for you. Make sure you see your doctor. Don't try to treat yourself. That's what we do in Nigeria. See your doctor. No matter how expensive, the doctor will help you out. Want to move on to the next thing, which is what? Preventable cancers. Preventable cancer. There's no reason why any man or woman should die of these three cancers that are preventable. We have the cervical cancer, we have the prostate cancer for men, cervical cancer for women, and breast cancer for women, because they can be easily picked up on time and prevented again. I've talked about cervical cancer when we were discussing vaccination. But the key to the prevention of these three diseases is early detection and prompt management. The cervical cancer, of course, can be completely prevented with vaccination. But for the breast cancer, early detection. So you must form the habit of self-examination of your breast. Self-breast examination. Time will not permit me to give you details for this, but you can Google it and watch videos of self-breast examination, or get your doctor or nurse to teach you how to perform self-breast examination. And once in a while, check yourself. So if you detect any eczema on the skin, any nodule, any rash, any color change, any lump, please see, report immediately to the nearest health facility and get referred for proper and prompt medical care. And women that are diagnosed of breast cancer, there is no reason why you should reject lumpectomy or reject total mastectomy, that is breast removal, if the need permits. Even the Bible said, if an eye lead you to hell, pluck it out and preserve the whole soul. So if the breast is diseased, get it off and preserve your life. That's for breast cancer. So we move on to prostate cancers in men, elderly men from age 40. Every man is advised to make sure you check what we call the PSA. Get it checked. And if it is high, see your doctor for further treatment. PSA is a simple test that can be done in the lab. See your doctor, you will recommend where to do it, and will study the result and make necessary recommendations. So PSA is part of annual comprehensive medical check that every adult from age 40 is supposed to do. That will pick up a prostate cancer, and that's all. You deal with it if you detect it on time. But unfortunately, men are still dying of prostate cancer because of lack of routine check. We need to change our narrative. These three cancers are very, very preventive, and no Nigerian should die of them. There are other cancers that can still be easily picked up with routine screening, though these screenings may be expensive. But if you have a previous family history of a cancer, go and do proper screening for that cancer. Pick it up on time, and it will also help you to improve the management of that condition. So we are gradually coming to the last one, which is obesity and underweight or malnutrition. But starting with obesity, we know that it's a state or condition of being very fat or overweight. Obesity predisposes us to so many diseases like hypertension, predisposes us to diabetes, and these two conditions play a role in the development of stroke and other complications. So you must do something about it. If you are already obese, you are very fat, go and do something about it. If you are a young person, you also need to do something about it. You need to know about your BMI. That will tell you if you are already obese or not. Everyone should see your doctor who will help you calculate your BMI. And you are already obese. Most Nigerians are already obese without knowing, because the line is you should look slim, should look fit, should look fit. So depending on your condition, to control obesity, you will embark on either fasting or exercise or both. Again, don't undermine these two things to control obesity. I have seen a lot of obese people who argue with me that food is not the cause of their obesity, and they think it is just genetic. It is like that in my family. We don't eat, and they don't want to believe that food has made them fat, and they keep arguing. And once they hold on to such argument, you see that they are likely going to continue eating. They can't control their appetite. They eat and keep growing fat. But the only thing I use to defeat their argument is this. And I will just simply say, if I send you to Okere prison for 6 months, where you will be fed with one slice of bread a day and one tiny or two spoons of beans a day for 6 months, will you remain big? And of course, they will keep quiet. They know that they will come back like a skeleton if that is done. And what does that tell us? That tell us that the your intake, your lifestyle, your consumption rate has a larger effect on your genetics. So depending on your intake, even if you have the predisposition to be fat, if you don't take much food, that predisposition will be checked. That is what it means. So you must control your appetite, control your intake, do everything you can. And you must also not underrate the value of exercise in the control of obesity. It is very, very helpful. So going on to malnutrition, which is the direct opposite of obesity, when you are not eating enough, the intake is not adequate, or you don't consume the right proportion of food. You know the different classes of food, the carbohydrate, the protein, the fat, then we have the mineral, we have the minerals, the vitamins, you have water, then also fiber. Make sure you take them in right proportion. So if you are grossly underweight, your BMI will show that your doctors can help you, and you need to do something about it. You will be put on proper diets and made to eat more to build up your weight. But then you also be warned, if you now develop the habit of eating and you have built up your weight, you now run to the other problem of obesity and you begin to think of how to cut it down. So please, these measures are important. You must understand them and you must do it to control either obesity or underweight. They are controllable. They are controllable. Your lifestyle is important. So these are the preventable conditions that you can undertake to keep healthy, hale, and healthy. I know we believe that all die, not die, but all die, not be die. We must learn to maintain healthy lifestyle, do what we are supposed to do. The Bible promised us that you will live to your good old age if only you obey. So keep to it and live to your good old age. Don't die premature. Don't die before your time. Don't die before your time. And for the Christians out there that so much have so much faith and they keep to their faith and don't want to take their medication, I want to encourage you also. Bible said that faith without work is dead. So there's something you must do if you have faith. So they work together. They work together. Thank God for your faith, but there's something you must do there. If a pregnant woman that is believing God for the fruit of the womb and he has 100% faith, he will get pregnant and refuses to sleep with the husband, will she get pregnant? The answer here now is yes and no. Mary got pregnant without sleeping with the husband. So we have only one woman out of billions of women that God has made. Therefore, it means that God has provided something for you to do, for you to carry your baby. So make sure you do it. Except you are married, make sure you do it. Don't fight against it. Don't operate with your faith 100%. Do your work, do what you are supposed to do. Take your drugs. Those of us that have hypertension that are refusing to be on medication, please. These are the risk factors for stroke, hypertension, diabetes, and all the other risk factors like smoking. Please stop smoking. Stop smoking. Stop smoking to keep healthy. At this point, I want to say very big thank you for watching this video to the very end. I want to appreciate you. I pray for you to stay healthy and live long. God bless you.